Good evening, race fans, and welcome back to another Tuesday night here with the ISRL League. Over here on iRacing tonight, we hit Las Vegas. Who is going to be the one taking the gamble here tonight? Will that gamble pay off? Only time will tell. I am Dennis Iceman up in the booth with you all here tonight with Extreme Racing TV. Thank you guys for tuning in here tonight. Tonight we are doing the Don Pops Andrews Memorial 117 here at Las Vegas. Quickly, we get down here to the timeshare real quick as we're coming down to 5 minutes left in practice here. We got rolled in first spot with a 29.684. In second spot, you got Dorsey with a 29.733. Grafari sitting in third with a 29.755. Jared Rashawn sitting in fourth with a 29.764, and Gallagher rounding out top five here with a 29.824. So we'll see if those times will transfer over into qualifying. But before they get to that, let's go down the standings here for the season so far. Get that loaded up for everybody here real quick. You got Aiden Kirker sitting in first spot with 246 points. Jared Rashawn in second with 229. Anthony Conatuano sitting in third with 221. Chase Perquette sitting in fourth with 210. Zach Lindgren in fifth with 205. Tyler Kahn in sixth with 205. 205. And sixth, Tyler Kahn with 205 as well. In seventh spot, we got Michael Dorsey sitting at 200. Eighth, Connor Trafari. He has 198 points. In ninth spot, we got Daryl Arnold with 195. And rounding out the top 10 here in points, after last week at Talladega, is Josh Duke with 191. In 11th spot, we got Brian Bick. He has 189 points. 12th spot, we got Joseph Costello. He's at 184. 13th, we got James Rader with 174. Back in 14th, we got Jason Seymour. He's at 171. Joshua Corner in 15th with 170. 16th, we got Kyle Camper with 166. 17th, we got Robert Hine with 163. 18th, Diego Rodin with 158. And 19th, we got Josh Baker, 153. Seth Wentworth sitting back in 20th spot with 151. Paul Reckerly in 21st with 147. Richard Kirker in 22nd with 138. Alexander Hyder in 23rd with 155. Back in 24th, we got Eddie Spirell with 65. Brad D. Peters with 64. Ron Harrington in 26th with 58 points. Sean Leisure in 27th with 57. Back in 28th, we got Ryan Vickering with 44 points. In 29th, we got Brandon Sampson with 40 points. 30th, we got Jolan Sims with 39 points. 31st, we got Cody Hampton with 37 points. Jason Gallagher in 32nd with 35 points. Cody Tabor in 33rd with 33. Logan Solly in 34th with 32. Marcus Lee in 35th with 31. And 36, we got Nicholas Bunnick. He has 29 points. In 37th, we got Chris Lilly with 26 points. Alexander Meters rounding out the championship standings here in 38th spot with 17 points. So what we're going to go ahead and do, folks, we're going to go ahead and pause, play our national anthem, and when we come back, we'll get down into qualifying. Don't go anywhere. All right, folks, welcome back. As they're just getting ready to go in the qualifying now. Go ahead and pull up the race info here. We got a air temp of 78 degrees with clear skies, winds at 6 miles an hour. NASCAR started racing here at Las Vegas back in '96 with the Truck Series. It wasn't until 1998 when the Cup Series started to race here, and they've been doing it ever since '98. Banking here tonight, the turns are 20 degrees, straightaways are anywhere from 9 to 12 degrees, depending on which lane you're in through the turns. As these guys are getting out there. Got Diego out there on track. Jake Baker out there on track. As well as Paul Reckley, Jason Gallagher, Brian Bick, and Anthony Colantuono. Right now we're just waiting for some times to come in here for these guys. Dorsey sitting in the top spot right now, but that'll change here as Jared now in the top spot. Got Tyler Kahn out here on track. You got a lot of drivers out here right now getting their laps in. So many of them, I don't know. Jared just laid down 29.84 his first lap, coming to complete his second lap here. Getting loose coming out of 4. Only laid a 29.80 on the second lap. Diego up to the top spot with a 29.75. Lindgren had it for just a moment. You see we got Wentworth out there. You got Gallagher out there. Completed his lap. Got Darrell out here on track. And down his qualifying lap. Still a lot of drivers out here on track. You got Clinton, Seymour out here on track. Look at this. Is Josh Duke still out here? Finished his lap. He's sitting back in 10th spot right now. Samson out here on track in his black 96 machine. Josh Corner out here on track. As well as Mitchell. I think that's a new name. Not seen that name out here for this league yet this season, so nice to see a new name out here. Corner's finishing up his lap here, 29.75 on his first lap. It was slower on the second lap. It was Mitchell. Paul sitting down here on the apron of the racetrack. Looks like the only two out there is Paul and Josh, as Josh finally takes his car behind the wall. Paul's the only one out here remaining. That looks like that will do it for qualifying here. Waiting for the session to advance to grid these drivers up, get down to the starting grid for the Don Pops Memorial 117 here tonight at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Gives me time here real quick, in case that you haven't yet. Or if you're new to tuning in, don't forget to hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you get informed anytime Extreme Racing TV goes live for the ISRL League here on iRacing. Getting gridded up here. We'll go ahead and get down to it. Diego rolled in with a 29.75 qualifying time. Congratulations, Diego, on grabbing the pole here tonight. In second, we got Zach Lindgren. In third, Michael Dorsey. Fourth, Jason Gallagher. Fifth, Aiden Kirker. Sixth, Jared Washon. Seventh, Connor Trifari. Eighth spot, we got Chase Paquette. Ninth, we got Anthony Conatuano. And 10th, we got Josh Duke. 11th, we got Tyler Kahn. And 12th, we have Brandon Sampson. In 13th spot, we have... Come on. Oh. 13th, Robert Hine. 14th, Daryl Arnold. 15th, we got Josh Corner. 16th, James Rader. 17th, Mitchell OSS. That's a new one. 18th spot, Kyle Camper. 19th, Brian Bick. And 20th, Clint Seymour. 21st, we got Cody Tabor. 22nd, Paul Reckley. 23rd, Jake Baker. 24th, we got Seth Wentworth. 25th, we got Chris Lilly. 26th, Ron Harrington. And rounding out the field here tonight, back in 27th, is Cody Hampton. For all these drivers to get loaded in the cars, and here they go, getting their warm-up lap underway. Should be a fun race here tonight at Las Vegas. Vegas usually puts on one of the better shows when it comes to racing on iRacing, if you take away super speedways. Vegas, Charlotte, Chicagoland, a lot of the mile and a half tracks. That pace car to dive off to the safety of pit road. As I'm telling my driver, if I'm a crew chief right now, tighten those belts up one more time and let's get ready to go racing for the Don Pops Andrews Memorial 117 at Las Vegas. As pace car dives off to the safety of pit road, it's in Diego's hands here, as the green flag is out in the air, and they are underway here tonight at Las Vegas for the Don Pops Andrews Memorial 117 at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And Diego is going to lead the first lap there, as he's driving the 29 Harvick throwback scheme there. Kind of got me confused with Tyler Kahn, because Kahn drives the 29. And he's got a 29 throwback as well, so... We got two 29s out here on track, but only one of them is the actual 29, as Diego leads his second lap here. get back here to Aiden Kirker on the inside of Dorsey, going down into turn number 1 there. As you can see, there's also a battle going on behind them with Paquette and Rashawn. Paquette was able to get around Jared there, and now he's got more company coming on the inside of him as Connor's going down to the inside. Trying to get... Okay, so it wants to do that again. So we'll go ahead and take care of that real quick. I know what happened there, folks. I apologize for that little hiccup real quick. Get up here. Back, Lindgren is fighting for the lead there with Diego on the inside. Going down into turn number 3 there, it looks like Zach is going to be able to prevail. As it looks like Diego's getting loose. And he's going to lose multiple spots. It looks like he's going to fall back down to 4th spot. See another battle going on back there. I think that's with Anthony. Anthony on the outside there of Aiden Kirker, trying to take over that 5th spot. Came real close to the wall there. If he did not make contact, it was awfully close. Going down the front straightaway there. Going down into turn number 1, trying to get that edge on Aiden Kirker. Right now he has it, but is he going to have the momentum coming out of 2? It looks like he is. He takes that 5th spot away from Aiden Kirker. Now he's going after Diego in that 97. It's actually 29 on the card, but 97 in the driver bar. Like he ain't going to have the momentum there. Michael Dorsey trying to put some pressure there on Jason Gallagher there in 2nd spot. Gallagher is trying to put pressure on Zach. Taking the outside line there. Zach's getting a little wiggly coming out of turn number 4. And for now, they're all single file. Get back here. Colantuono is trying to work that outside and make it work for him. But right now, not prevailing over that 97 of Diego. But he ain't giving up yet. He's right there on it, right there. Couple half a car length, if that, from his bumper. So definitely a battle we'll have to keep an eye on, as Aiden now is starting to work that middle line, getting a run coming out of turn 2 there. Get back here real quick with these guys. Got Josh Corner sitting here in 16th spot. Got Clinton Seymour back here in 19th spot in that 2 Machine International. Jake Baker back here in 22nd spot. A lot of drivers working that high side. We gotta get back up here, because here we go again. Anthony Colantuono is still working that outside, trying to get around that 97 of Diego, and Aiden is on the inside of Anthony. Like, well, you know what? I'm just gonna take it over from you. I'll take that spot back, and then Chase is right behind Aiden. Like, I'm just gonna follow the leader. Looks like Anthony is falling back to 7th now, as he was up to 5th. So he's dropped 2 spots here, and it looks like it's going to be a couple more, as Jared is going to start working that inside of him as well. Zach is getting a little bit of a lead, about a half a second lead over that 99 Machine of Dorsey. Back here to 10th spot with Tyler Kahn. in the actual 29 Goodwrench machine. Got the 32 of Josh Duke right behind him. Is the 96. Brandon Sampson's really putting pressure on Josh Duke there. Back here to Kyle Camper, sitting back here in 20th spot. Coming up on Clinton Seymour and Mitchell Van Oss. I'm assuming that's how you say it, Oss. But Mitchell is up here in the 18th spot. And back here to 24th spot, you got Ron Harrington, that 66 machine. There he is. Daryl up here at the 14th spot. Always got to find a way to pick on Daryl. I haven't yet tonight, but I will at some point. So don't worry, Daryl. I'll get you. Get back up here to front as Zach has over a second lead over Michael Dorsey. And Dorsey's getting pressure from the 58 of Jason Gallagher. Gallagher's working that middle line. Here comes Diego working his way back up. Aiden Kirker following suit, as well as Chase Paquette. Got 16 laps down here, folks. And everybody's still on the lead lap. Haven't had any incidents, any wrecks. No cautions. And green flag from the word go. As the 99 really pushed up high there, and now that gives the door opening to Diego there. As Zach is really checking out as these guys are just going at it. Down to turn number 3 here, we got side-by-side racing 2 rows deep. Well, it was 2 rows deep. Now we got Diego taking over that second spot. Got Gallagher back to 3rd, Aiden Kirker in 4th, and Chase Paquette running out your top 5 here. As the 99 of Michael Dorsey was 2nd. He is falling back to 6th spot now in a matter of a lap. Go Cody. Well, right now Cody is sitting back here in 24th spot. It's still early on in the race. I'm sure he's just feeling everything out. Taking his time. Doesn't want to push the issue right now. 117 laps is a long way to go. We're only on lap 19, so anything can happen between now and 117. He just doesn't want to be any part of anything that takes place unless it's in the benefit of him. Can't say I don't blame him. Zach is really checked out. And Diego's starting to get a little checked out there from Aiden Kirker. Really, this is where the battle's at right now. With Chase and Jason Gallagher back here fighting for 4th spot. There's even some more battles going on back here with Tyler Kahn and the 96 machine. '96 looks like he was able to prevail on that, and the 29 is starting to run that mid to high line there. Get up here to Jared, sitting here in 5th spot right now. Go ahead and give you guys a little bit of a pan out view so you can see the train of cars going by. Right now they're pretty single file, not a whole lot of battles going on right now. But a train one lap can lead into 3 or 4 different battles throughout the field in the next lap. So it's something to keep an eye on here throughout the race. Back to QE2 for everyone. Here's Tyler, well, not Ton. Got Dorsey fighting on the outside of the 96 of Brandon Sampson. That's for 8th spot. Get up here to go ahead and do a little history here. See, Diego has been faster the last 5 laps than Lindgren, so it's going to be interesting to see if Diego is able to run down. Apparently Diego was just saving his stuff early on, anticipating for a long run. So we'll see if he's able to trim that down more than what he has so far. Errol still sitting here in 14th spot. Tuano has fallen back to 12th spot. Falling 3 spots from where he started the race, but he was up further up in the field there as well, fighting close to the top 5. So as this run goes on, you're starting to see these guys fighting for traction, trying to find grip. Connor taking the high side there in turn 1 and 2, trying to get some momentum, get around that 27 of Jared. As now he's going to get that run and take it down to the inside of Jared. And it looks like he's able to complete that pass into 3. But is Jared going to be able to get a run coming out of 4? It doesn't look like it. Like that's all taken care of there. Is now really the top 3 are all spaced out almost evenly. As Diego's got it down to almost a second. And we have a caution. Oh, Kyle Camper. What happened to Kyle Camper? Turn 3 and 4 here. Everything looks good. And looks like the 92, that would be Brian Bick. Actually, got loose, 91 got into the 92, and then looks like everything was fine there. Started going again, and that was it. Just Kyle looked like the 92 got loose. Kyle didn't have anywhere to go. Just got in his left rear corner, and around he went, and that's what brought out the first caution here tonight. Back live as all these guys are coming down pit road. So they were able to go 29 laps on that run. But that wasn't a full run either, so. Well, why don't we see if we can find somebody to pull up into the booth here real quick. I think I'm going to pick on somebody I haven't picked on yet. If he's in. I don't think he's in here. And I think they're getting the 1 to green anyway, so. We won't pull anybody up this time, bye. I gotta think quicker on my feet next time if I want to get somebody up in the booth. Give them a quick interview. So when they go back green flag racing, folks, we're going to go ahead and I don't have a crank it up here, but we are going to go ahead and do a cockpit crank it up. First things first, make sure they get back underway green, fine, and then we'll get to that cockpit cam, and we're gonna turn the cars up. So just an FYI to the folks out there in chat, if you got your volume up, you might want to get ready to turn it down just in case it gets a little too loud. Don't want to blow your speakers out here tonight. As we're back under green flag racing here for the Don Pops Memorial 117, lap 32 of 117. Zach Lindgren is up front. Let's go ahead, folks, and why don't we go ahead and crank it up. Great, folks. Hopefully you all enjoyed that little crank it up cockpit style. Get a driver's perspective of what they're seeing. as Connor is sitting up here in 6th spot right now. He was having a battle there with the 96 of Samson, but they were able to get that settled out. Right now your leader is still Zach Lindgren up here in front. He's got just over a half a second lead over Aiden Kirker there in 2nd spot. Jared Rashawn in 3rd, Chase Paquette in 4th, and rounding out your top 5 is Jason Gallagher back here in 5th spot in that 58 machine. We got a battle there with the 32 and the 96 there. Josh Duke and Brandon Sampson going at it there, having a nice good battle between each other there, as well as Connor Trifari and Jason Gallagher. As Connor, he is looking to make his way up into the 5th spot there, and looks like he's going to have it clear going into turn number 1. Now Gallagher is losing another spot to Josh Duke. And we got another battle going on back here with Chris Lilly and Daryl Arnold. Chris is going to be able to get around Daryl for the 11th spot. As I say that, looked like Daryl was trying to fight back on the outside, just didn't have the momentum there. They go into turn number 1. That pass is now complete. Aiden Kirker is trying to figure out something here to get up to Zach. He's able to trim just a little bit off that lead. As I say that, it goes a little bit bigger there. Trimming it down just a little bit more. So it looks like Zach's definitely got the turns figured out there. We got a battle here between Cody and Clinton Seymour. Going down into turn number 1. Looks like Clinton's going to have the preferred line. As I say that, Cody's got the momentum coming out of turn 2 down the back straightaway. Going into turn number 3 there. That's one thing about Vegas. There's multiple grooves on this track, so what works at the beginning of the run might not necessarily work at the end of the run, and vice versa. Really just depends on how the driver likes to have the car feel for them as far as what line to go. As Cody is getting loose, he's able to save that. That was a close one. He was practically 45 degrees sideways, and he was able to get that back under control. He lost another spot, but I'd rather lose a spot or two than completely wreck myself out. Back up here to the 96. Looks like Connor is working his way up. Actually, he lost a spot to Josh Duke. And might be losing another spot to the 96 Brandon Sampson. Right now, tonight has been the Zach Lindgren race. If you're going to win tonight, you got to find a way to get the speed to get around Zach, and he ain't giving the secrets away to anybody. As Diego, remember beginning of the race, earlier on in the race, he was up in the front. Now he's sitting back here in 16th spot. He's fighting with Jake Baker there, trying to take over that 15th spot. Robert Hine here in 17th spot in that blue Alta with the green outline on the numbers. Blue, white, and green. A little bit of black mixed in. James Rader back here in that 72 U.S. Army machine. back here in 18th spot. I try to go through the field, folks. Try to get at least some airtime to all the drivers out here. Try to make it somewhat even balanced between all of them. The show is for their entertainment to go back and watch, as well as all the fans that tune in. Whether friends, family, or just people within the iRacing community, or people that are just exploring YouTube and coming across the video and wanting to watch some good racing here. Right now they are really putting on a good show. Lap 48 out of 117 complete. We've only had one caution here tonight, and right now the man of the hour has been Zach in that 85 machine. As Anthony Colatuano sent back here in 8th, just a little over 4 seconds behind the leader there. But he's got a little battle going on behind him between Connor and Chris, as Connor is dropping like a rock as he gets into the wall going into turn number 1. And ooh, that was some close racing there between Jason and Connor. But they were all able to keep it off each other, keep it clean. And got the twins back out here for another race with Chris Lilly and Jason Gallagher. Call them twins because they're running the exact same logos, except one's blue, one's purple. As Kirker has been able to keep the lead just a little over a half a second. So Zach has not been pulling away from Aiden. It's going to be interesting to see as this run goes on if Aiden's able to reel in Zach, or if Aiden's using his stuff up to just stay pace with Zach. Go ahead and go to a blimp cam here. See if we can just give a different perspective for everybody to view. So you're seeing right now a lot of single file, a lot of space in between cars. But as I say that, right here with Brandon Sampson, Josh Duke, it looks like Sampson's starting to close the gap there a little bit on him. So we're going to see if he's going to be able to complete that pass. It looked like Josh got a little wiggly there right before the entry of 1. And Seth crashed and did not bring out a caution, but the Duff Man looks like he was loose getting into 1, and then he just lost it more, went down to the apron of the track. He was able to prevent a caution from coming out, and then it looks like he just towed it. As now we got the battle going on, as Brandon's going to fight on the inside, try to get that position away from Josh Duke. But Duke's not giving up without a fight on the outside. Going into turn number 3, looks like Brandon Sampson's going to be able to finally take that position away from Josh, but It looks like Josh is going to try to fight back, but not have the momentum, as now he's got company from Michael Dorsey. Right now, Dorsey doesn't have the momentum to get up to Josh Duke to even fight for a 6th spot. Robert Heim was able to get around Josh. Jake Baker back here for 17th spot. Get back up here to Dorsey and company, because this is really where the battle's at right now. As Kirker has lost more ground to Zach. He's falling back. Wonder what happened to Aiden there. Must have got loose. He's falling back to 4th spot now. As I think Aiden is having connectivity problems. Or that was me. I think that was me. Oh, sorry, Aiden. I don't think that was you. I think that was on my end. Had a little glitch there real quick. But everything seems to be working fine on my end as far as I don't know what happened there. Right now we got Cody Hampton a lap down, and Seth, he towed it earlier. He's also a lap down. Probably had a little glitch in the internet there. The only thing I can think of what happened, because they all went bye-byes. Zach Lindgren now has almost a 2-second lead over Chase there in 2nd spot. Jared back here in 3rd. He's sitting just right around 2.5 seconds behind the leader. Ian Kirker in 4th. Right about a little over 3 seconds. Pushing about 3.5 seconds. Then you got Sampson rounding up top 5. Right about 4 seconds behind the leader. That's Connors coming down pit road. Seems a little early to be making a pit stop. But if you're going to try something, try it at a sync. Try to catch everybody off guard, see what they do. Robert Hines down pit road as well. Brian Bick back here in 22nd spot. Looks like he's having his car all out of sorts there on the front straightaway. So it looks like Cody, Connor. Well, 2 Codys. We've got Cody Hampton, Cody Tabor, Aber. Got a battle going on here with Anthony Colantuono. Trying to get around that 32 machine of Josh Duke. So which Cody are you going there for, Judy? We got two of them out here. Are you going for both? Just whichever Cody wins. There's Mitchell Van Oth. Sitting back here in 14th spot. Enjoying the, well, he was enjoying the peace and quiet of having no one around him, but now he's got Connor. Connor just came down pit road just a few laps ago. Connor is going to get around him. Right now, here we go. We got a battle going on here with Chase and Jared. Jared's taking to the inside of Chase there. Coming out of turn 2. Jared is going to have, looks like the preferred line going into turn 3 and complete the pass there in turn 3 over Chase. That puts Jared up to 2nd spot. As Mitchell is now down pit road for his pit stop. So pit stops are happening. Back here to Kyle Camper in 18th spot in that 91 machine. All by his lonesome. We got 71 down of 117 here tonight for the Don Pops Memorial 117 here tonight at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Right now, it's been all Zach Lindgren here tonight. As Chase is now down pit road for his pit stop. Yeah, they've been out here about 42 laps, so I would be expecting everybody else to be coming down here within the next few laps here. If you can push it. Trying to do the math here real quick in my head. Because right now you're about 2 laps short. If you're able to push it. As I say that, Lindgren's down pit road. Dorsey's down pit road. Diego's down pit road. Brandon's down pit road. Clinton made his pit stop. He's back out. So now the only ones that have not pitted is Jared as he's coming down pit road. Kirker, Lilly, Colantuono, Kahn, Arnold, Harrington, Roldan, Lindgren just made his pit stop. So now we got Jared, Aiden, Colantuono, Lilly, Kahn, and Daryl. And Ron Harrington is now making his pit stop as well, and that should cycle the pit stops out. Well, as Paul and Kyle Camper made his pit stop. So that'll now put Connor up in the top spot, but he was the first one to make his pit stop. Zach is just a little over 3 seconds behind, and I don't see that lasting long. Maybe another 3 laps if he's lucky. Might even be 2. As we have a caution, Paul. What happened to Paul here? Coming out of pit road. Looks fine there. And then it just snaps on him. Comes up onto the racing surface, and that will bring out our second caution here tonight. All right. Sorry about that, folks. I had a little sneeze attack. Had to take care of that real quick. Michael Dorsey is up into the top spot. Brandon Sampson in second. Jared in third. Josh Duke in fourth. And Aiden Kirk are rounding out the top 5 here. Looks like right now we have 4 viewers out there in chat and only 1 like. Can we get 2 or 3 likes out there here tonight for these guys here? For the ISRL League here on iRacing. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, the like button, and the notification bell. That way you get informed anytime Extreme Racing TV goes live here on YouTube for the ISRL League on iRacing. As they should be getting the one to go this time by as soon as they cross over the start-finish line. We'll get back to double file and get back underway green flag racing right after that. Quick update on the weather here. 82 degrees. Clear skies, winds 6 miles an hour. Got a track temperature of 84 degrees. It's not too bad for these guys out here as far as the track temp goes. Not awfully slick. Las Vegas is known to have a lot of hot weather. Just say that. Lindgren sitting back here in 8th spot right now. Be interested to see how he can fight his way back up through the field. After that caution came out, right after he made his pit stop. I don't know why all of a sudden it's like hitting me here tonight, folks. But that's all right. Just like any other week, we will push through this. We will get through this race. As these guys put on a great show each and every week. Getting ready to come take lap 81 here back green flag racing as Michael Dorsey gets us back underway. And we got some battles going on back here. Looked like they were getting ready to fan out 3 wide. As I say that, here they... Whoa, man. That 29 machine, actually it's the 97 machine of Diego, just sent it. And we do have 3 wide. We got 3 wide, almost 4 wide. Going into turn number 3 there. Diego's taking it on the outside. And we got somebody wrecking there. Robert Hine in a 32 machine of Josh Duke. And Duke lost it. Hine took it down the pit road, and Duke was able to get back underway. No caution flag. Got some side-by-side racing going on up here. A lot of people just diving it every which way right now. Aiden Kirker's up here in the 3rd spot, trying to get his way around the 96 machine of Brandon Sampson. Going down turn number 1. And we got another hornet's nest back here. We got 3 wide going into 3. Oh boy. Looked like they were getting close to being 4 wide there, but we got 3 wide coming out of turn number 4. Diego's brushing the wall. And we get back up here where we got more battles going on as the actual 29 machine, Tyler Kahn, looked like he was trying to think about making it 3 wide. And we got a wreck going on back here with Jake Baker and Clinton Seymour. Looked like they were able to get it back underway. A little incident, no caution. As Michael Dorsey's on the inside of Tyler Kahn. Going into turn number 1. Kahn is going to lose that position on the outside. Got more battles going on back here. Anthony Colaquano back here in 8th spot. Got Darrell right behind him. Darrell's looking to make a move on Anthony. But Chris Lilly is looking to make a move on Darrell as well. Going down into 1, and oof, that was awfully close. Almost contacting Daryl. Save it, Daryl. We got 3 wide going on behind him. Everybody's able to save it, keep it together. Aiden is now up the second spot, trying to get after that 27 machine of Jared. As Zach is right behind him. 87 of 117 for the Don Pops Memorial 117 here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway for the ISRL League. Race number 7 of season number 4. Here's the battle for first right now between really Zach, Aiden, and Jared. But you can't roll out Samson or Chase back there in 5th spot. Zach just hit his fastest lap on lap 77. Looks like everybody's able to calm things down a little bit as I say that. Anthony is taking it down to the side there, the 99 machine of Dorsey, and he's gonna. Ooh, Dorsey's into the wall. Dorsey's gonna fall back. He's back here in 9th spot now. As Diego makes his way up to 11th spot. Getting around that 58 machine of Jason Gallagher. Aiden Kirker is closing the gap on Jared. It's down just over 0.2 of a second. And it's closing in. So here we are at lap 91. We've got plenty of time left. Can Aiden get around Jared? And the bigger question is, can Zach get around both of them? Right now, got a 3-way battle here, right here for 6th spot. That is Contuano, Con, and Samson. It's actually 5th spot, so you got 5th to 8th, 5th to 7th. Sorry. I don't know how to read numbers. Alright, get back up here to the front as now Zach has been able to close the gap on Aiden. So this is what we're going to have to watch here, folks. 25 laps to go here. And it's not green-white checker attempt 1 or 3. Got to get that out of there. These guys are pushing hard here. It's all or nothing at this point. But the question is, how hard do you push it? How much do you save for the last 10 laps? Or you just use it all right here, right now? I would save some for the last 10 laps, if it was me. But I'm not out there. I'm up here in the booth tonight. Those who don't know who I am, my name is Dennis Iceman, up here in the booth for Extreme Racing TV, broadcasting for the ISRL League every Tuesday night over here on Extreme Racing TV. Aiden's now starting to really put pressure there on Jared. A lot of single file behind him as well. But really, this is the battles that we're going to have to watch here between these two. Well, really three, but Zach's starting to fall off just a little bit more. I don't know if he's saving for that last push run or if he used all of his stuff up trying to get up to these guys. And remember, he started back, what was it, about 7th, 8th spot on the restart. Right now, Aiden, he's waiting for Jared to make a mistake and pounce on him. All he's looking for is that door to open, just a little crack. And Aiden's gonna take advantage of that door being cracked open. But right now, Jared's just about perfect in 1 and 2 there. Jared's like telling Aiden, if you want to get around me, you're going to have to find a way around me, and it's going to have to be more than likely on the outside because I'm not going to give you the inside. Coming out of turn 2, still single file. We got Chris Lilly wrecked. But everything's still green flag conditions. We got Diego fighting with Contuano as Connor is getting around the 98 machine. Get back up here to the front here. We're down to 18 laps to go. And Aiden just over 2/10 of a second behind the leader. And here comes Zach. Back on the attack. Zach the attacker. He's attacking the field here tonight. He has led the most laps here tonight. Unfortunately, right now, he's sitting back in 3rd, not able to get a good run on Aiden. As of right now, he could be doing that on purpose as well. We'll find out here. We got coming up to 16 laps to go here. Back here to Tyler Kahn in 5th spot. The actual 29 Good Wrench machine. Coming up onto Chase. Tyler wants to improve on that top 5 finish here tonight. Right now, this is where the battle's at. Who's it gonna? Looks like got Cody back here in 14th spot. The 06 of Mitchell got around Cody there for 13th. Cody fell back to 14th. And this is getting interesting up here, folks. Every time I think Zach used this stuff up, he's back up in the thick of it when I come back. Down to 13 laps to go here tonight for the Don Pops Memorial 117 at Las Vegas Motor Speedway in the Gen 4 Cup cars for the ISRL League on iRacing. We've only had 2 cautions here tonight. And these guys have been putting on a absolutely stunning show for everybody out here that has tuned in and watched these guys from start to finish. As woo, Diego, he got my heart going there for a second there, coming up almost to the door of the 96, as Connor decided he wanted to take a bite out of the wall coming out of turn 2. I had to do that because you got a dog on this hood. Got a little doggy there. So, yeah, I had to say he took a bite out of the wall. But get back up here. Like Jared's able to pull just a little further away. Not a whole lot. I mean, now it's only, what, 3/10. But every 10th counts, especially if it's, you know, for your benefit. We're down to 10 laps to go here tonight, folks. 10 more laps to go for the Don Pops Memorial 117. It's been a fantastic race here, and I'm sure this is setting up to be a fantastic finish. So remember, guys, go ahead and give that subscribe, that like, and that notification. That way you get informed every time we go live here for the ISRL League. Every Tuesday night, these folks come out here and put on amazing shows week after week. Now, Zach is really putting the pressure on Aiden. Looking for a bite there on the inside to get the momentum coming out of the turn to stay on Aiden's inside, but it's not going to work. He's going to try it again. He's got the inside line this time, but he's going to have the momentum coming out of turn 2. He's able to stick it a little bit better that time down the back straightaway going into turn number 3, and it looks like this time around Zach is in a better position. He finally clears him coming out of 4. As Aiden looks like he got loose coming out of turn number 4. Now, with that battle that took place, now Zach is a half a second behind the leader. And we also got a lap car coming up, and that's Robert Hine in that 69 machine. It's going to be interesting to see if Zach is going to be able to run down Jared. And right now it's every other lap that Lindgren is faster than Jared. So I would have to say at this rate, no. We're down to 5 laps to go. It's down to about 0.4 of a second. Right. Unless Zach is saving something in the tank here for the last couple laps, I don't see how that's going to work. We're about to see here if I don't think he gained anything that lap. I mean, very little. We're down to 4 laps to go here, and it's still at 0.3 of a second. Oh, man. Coming down to 3 laps to go. Regardless of how this race ends, this has been This is coming down to being an exciting finish here tonight, folks. Definitely for sure, Zach is really starting to close the gap a little bit more on Jared going into turn number 3 now. It's down to about 0.2 of a second. Coming out of turn number 4. Looks like we're going to be just at the 0.2 of a second mark. 2 laps to go here tonight, folks. Let's get that out of here because that does not matter anymore. Right now, we got 2 drivers going at it for the win. We got Jared and Zach, 1-2. Jared going to be able to hold him off here, coming down to the white flag here. 1 more lap to go here tonight for the Don Pops Memorial 117. Going down into turn number 1, it looks like Jared is going to stay down to the bottom, and Zach got out. He really drove it in there. Coming down the back straightaway, Zach's into the wall. That's going to kill his momentum down the back straightaway. Going down into turn number 3. Jared, coming out of turn number 4, is going to be your winner here tonight, folks. Jared Rashawn pulling out the victory here tonight for the Don Pops Memorial 117 at Las Vegas. Congratulations to Jared. Zach Lindgren finishing in 2nd spot. And Tyler Kahn rounding out your top 3 here tonight, folks. We'll go ahead and pull up the top 3 here. We're going to go ahead and take a short little break, pull up the top 3. We'll be right back. Alrighty, folks. Welcome back. I have managed to get down to the top 3 here tonight. So what we'll go ahead and do is real quick go ahead and bring up our 3rd place finisher, Tyler Kahn. Hey, Tyler Kahn, Dennis Iceman in the broadcast booth. You have a copy?
Yeah, Dennis, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. You know, that was a pretty good race here that you guys put on here tonight. Here for the Don Pops Andrews Memorial 117 at Las Vegas. Go ahead and talk about your race here tonight. How was it for you?
Well, I just want to start off and say it feels pretty good. It feels special to be able to race for Don. I know he meant a lot to this league, and it just feels good to race for him. But I actually went into this race not expecting much at all. I'm not the best at mile and a halves, and I qualified 10th, like middle of the pack, and lost some spots. And then that first caution came out under pit road, and I sped and had an unsafe pit exit. So I went to the
Oh,
back, and from there I just tried to make up as many spots as I could. And I actually came in green flag pitting, and as I came back out on the track, the caution came out. So I cycled like 7th or 8th. And then from there, I just tried to save my tires the best I could at the end. And then I picked a few people off late, which is something I don't normally do. So it was a nice change to be able to save tire and be fast at the end.
oh yeah, for sure. And you know, really, there was a lot of stretches there tonight where it was long green flag runs, and you know, like you alluded to, that one caution just happened to come out right after a lot of you guys just made your pit stop.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, it's one of those strategy games that you play. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. For you tonight, though, seemed to work out pretty good for you, finishing in the top 3 tonight. But
Yeah.
next week, we got kind of go to a similar track to what Las Vegas is going over to Kansas for the Big Rick Smoking Meat 150.
Oh yeah, I can't wait.
Go ahead and talk about your race here. What you think, hoping for next week at Kansas.
Probably I hope for about the same finish if I can do that. I'm like I said, I'm not great at any of the mile and a halves. I think that one will be a little better for me. I don't think you have to save as much if you can just run the bottom line. It kind of does the saving for you, but I don't know. I hope that next race isn't as tiring as this one because I'm wore out.
Oh, you and me both, Tyler. I tell you that for sure. I caught myself a few times. You know, it's like, ooh, man, you guys are wearing me out, working me hard here tonight.
Yeah, you and me both.
But any final thoughts, shout outs you want to give before we go ahead and let you go and celebrate your 3rd place finish tonight?
Yeah, I just want to thank all the admins and especially Aiden for putting on this league and managing it as well as he does. It's actually impressive to see the community he's built around here in this league, and just want to say thank you to all them putting in the hard work so all of us can come out here and race on Tuesday nights.
All right, man. Well, I'm sure they appreciate it back as well. Especially with you coming on board, joining the league and enjoying it with them. So can't wait to see what you bring next week at Kansas, Tyler. Until then, good luck to you and enjoy your 3rd place finish here tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you for all your work too.
Oh, you're welcome, man. Thank you. All right, folks. That was Tyler Kahn, finishing 3rd here tonight. For a guy that's not good at mile and a half tracks, he can be pretty good here tonight. What we'll go ahead and do now is bring up our 2nd place finisher here, Zach Lindgren. Hey, Zach, Dennis Iceman up in the broadcast booth. Do you have a copy?
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
Well, Zach, you were the man to beat here tonight, and looked like pit strategy just caught you at the wrong place, wrong time here for the Don Pops Andrews Memorial 117. Go ahead and talk about your race here tonight.
Yeah, we got off to a good start. I didn't know what the car was going to be like on a long run. I couldn't make a long run in practice, so I didn't know what the car was going to be like. But as the race went on, it kind of fell into kind of like Charlotte. Car felt good on a long run, so we kind of ran it out. And that caution midway through the race kind of threw the cards up in the air, so to say. I we were talking about pit strategy and fuel, and my teammates that pitted a lap after me or 2 laps after me were barely going to be good to the end, so I figured that I wasn't going to be, so I came down and pit, and Jared just told me before you pulled me up that he was 5 laps to the good, so I chose the wrong end, but no, it was a good race all around. Jared held a really pretty wheel right there at the end, holding off both Aiden and I, so it was a really fun race. I was glad that I was able to get back up to P2 and battle for it after that caution. So we had speed. It was a lot of speed. It was fun, and we'll bring home a P2.
Yeah, for sure. And alluding to that caution that happened right after you made your pit stop, I was doing the math in my head, or trying to, before everybody decided to come down pit road. And as you guys are coming down pit road, I said you guys needed at least 3 more laps to be in the good. But man, it was exciting race to watch. I'm sure it was even more exciting to be behind the wheel and racing it here tonight. Next week we move over to Kansas, which is a lot similar to Las Vegas as far as the size and the formation of the track itself. So go ahead and talk about what you're looking forward to going into Kansas next week for the Big Rick's Smoky Meats 150.
Yeah, Kansas is notorious for being a highline track, and in all honesty, you could have made the highline work here at Vegas, so maybe not for an entire run, but you could have got up there and ran a couple laps and been fast trying to get positions. But Kansas is just a really highline track. You've got to get up there right next to the wall, get runs. I've been in races where it gradually worked itself to the bottom, and you can actually run multi-groove. And I'm hoping with these cars, with how jumping their back ends are, I'm really hoping that it can spread out multiple lines. And apparently, I'm a bottom feeder. I love getting on the bottom and running the line. So I'm hoping Kansas kind of runs out like that. But I enjoy Kansas. It's a really fun track. It's really fast. A lot happens quickly. And like I said, in these cars, with how the back end steps out, you really want to control the throttle, both up high and down low. So it's another 1.5 miles. I'm looking forward to it. It's, like I said, it's a really fun track. It's really fast. Like you said, it's really narrow. Come to thinking about it, it's the lines spread out in the corners, but they get really, really thin coming out. So we're just gonna have to see what the car gives us at Kansas, and not put ourselves behind the 8 ball. Should a caution come out like that.
Yeah, for sure, man. You don't want to catch yourself behind the 8 ball again 2 weeks in a row. But Eddie, before we go ahead and let you go here and celebrate your second place finish here tonight, any final thoughts, shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, huge shout out to NASCAR Diecast fans for being on the car. Same thing with HMS Motorsport. Diecast fans and HMS Motorsport been a huge supporter of me for a long time, and I'm really happy to have them on the car. Thanks to Elite and everybody in Elite that keep me sane on a weekly basis, keep me cool, or as cool as I can be. You up here in the booth doing what you do an awesome job. I love going back and rewatching the broadcasts, and you're starting to pick up momentum as well, so that's awesome to see. So thank you to you for dedicating time to us. All the admins in the ISRL league that put on the race week in and week out. It is really cool to run in the memory of Don Pops Andrews. They were talking about him pre-race, and he seemed like a really cool dude. So hopefully we put on a good race for him. Yeah, that's all I got for right now, buddy.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on your P2 finish here tonight. Can't wait to see what you bring to the table next week at Kansas. Until then, enjoy your second place and see you next Tuesday.
I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, folks. And that will bring us to our winner of the race here tonight. And that would be Jared Wishon. Ahead and bring Jared up into the broadcast booth. Wrong one. Hey, Jared, Dennis Ansman in the broadcast booth. Do you have a copy?
I got you.
Well, Jared, you managed to find a way there at the end of the race to that last caution. Found your way up to the front, and you did not give up that lead. Go ahead and talk about your race here tonight and talk about how what it took to fight off not only Aiden, but also Zach there at the end of the race.
Oh, yeah, it definitely took a lot. I seen whenever Zach cleared Aiden, I thought he was going to be able to run me down because he was definitely the car to beat tonight. But I struggled there in the first run, and luckily in the second run, I think behind Chase I picked up something and kind of was able to fix the looseness that I was getting over the long run and kind of made it more tight and drivable. So I think that definitely helped me be able to stay in front of them because I think they both were faster than me there. But I was just able to hold them off, I guess, and stay in front of them.
Yeah, man, I mean, like you said, you struggled early on, but you found a way to turn that struggle into triumph here. Which you couldn't ask for anything better at a city where it's known to gamble, and you took that gamble and it paid off for you here tonight. But moving on to next week, going to Kansas, similar kind of layout when it comes to track style, a mile and a half track. You got that tri-oval on the front straightaway. It's really not tri-oval, more like an egg shape. But what are your thoughts going into Kansas here next Tuesday night?
I like that track in the next gym, but I have not driven it anything other than that, so I'm not really sure how I'll be, but I usually run pretty well there. We'll just have to see if I'm able to manage all the horsepower there and keep the tires on it, and if it's going to be a bottom or a top, because next year you run it next to the fence and it kind of makes it hard to pass. So I guess we'll just see if it turns into a track position race or if we're able to move around.
Yeah, for sure, man. And I'm sure you guys are going to get out there on the track here before Tuesday night and do some practice, and I'm sure you guys will be able to figure it out and come up with a game plan and put on one heck of a show, just like you guys did here tonight for the Don Pops Andrews Memorial 117. So I can't wait to see what you guys bring to the table next week at Kansas. But before we go ahead and let you go and celebrate your victory here tonight, any final thoughts, shout outs you want to give here?
Oh, yeah, I just want to give a shout out to all the people out there that are, winning the Don Pops Andrews Memorial Race is pretty special because I can see how much he meant to all the people in the league. I didn't know him, but just to see how much he meant to these people and be able to bring home the win for this race is pretty special. I would like to thank all my teammates at Elite Motorsports, Diecast fans for being on the car, and thank you to broadcasting, and shout out to Jay out there watching every week. I appreciate his support.
All right, Jared. And thank you, Jay, for tuning in every Tuesday night and cheering this man on, as well as the league. Definitely looking forward to seeing what you bring to the table next week, Jared, at Kansas for the Big Rick Smokin' Meat 150 at Kansas. Until next Tuesday night, Jared, enjoy your victory, and can't wait to see what you bring to the table next week.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, folks. Well, that will do it for the top three here tonight. So what we're going to go ahead and do now is go ahead and go through the results of tonight's race. We got Jared finishing first. Congratulations again, Jared, on your victory here tonight at Las Vegas for the Don Pops Memorial 117. Second spot, Zach Lindgren. Third, Tyler Kahn. Fourth, Aiden Kirker. Fifth spot, we got Jace Paquette. Sixth, Diego Roldan. Seventh, Brandon Sampson. Eighth, Connor Trafari. Ninth, Anthony Colantuano. 10th, Daryl Arnold. 11th, Michael Dorsey. 12th, Mitchell Oss. 13th, Joshua Corner. 14th, Cody Tabor. 15th, Kyle Camper. 16th, Chris Lilly. 17th, Jake Baker. 18th, James Rader. Come on. There we go. 19th, Ron Harrington. 20th, Jason Gallagher. 21st, Josh Duke. Back in 22nd, we got Clinton Seymour. 23rd, Robert Hine. 24th, we got Cody Hampton. 25th, Paul Reckley. 26th, Brian Bick. And rounding out the field here tonight, finishing in 27th, is Seth Wentworth. Well, folks, It's been another exciting Tuesday night here for the ISRL League on iRacing. Until next Tuesday night, I am your host in the booth, Dennis Iceman. Tune in next Tuesday for Kansas for the Big Rick Smoking Meat 150 right here on Extreme Racing TV. And until then, folks, be safe and have yourselves a good